Hello Capricorn, welcome to your July of 2019 reading. My name is Jai Gobind and this is your channel for grace. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't yet, and for hitting the notification bell so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. If you could give this video a thumbs up, that would be awesome, especially if you like it. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so at Channel for Grace on Instagram and Twitter. Any love donations can be made to paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. And if you want to sign up for a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website, which is channelforgrace.guru, and then click on book a reading. July is a really powerful month. I can't wait to get to you guys' reading. I'm going to burn a little Palo Santo and call in some sacred space. And then we'll talk about July in general, and then I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and teachers for being here with us today. I would like to ask help clearing the energy of the decks that I am going to be using. As well as clearing my energy so I can be that open channel for grace, for wisdom, for intuition, and for these beautiful messages that always come through to you guys, my beautiful Capricorn family. So July is, I'm going to shuffle while I talk, but July is a month that is jam-packed with a lot of powerful astrological events, two of them being eclipses, and then another one being a second new moon in the month of July. So on July 2nd is the total solar eclipse in Cancer. On July 16th, it is the total lunar eclipse in Capricorn. And on July 31st is the new moon in Leo. And all of eclipses, what they do for us is they're like portals opening up to new dimensions. I love talking about portals because healing feels a lot like stepping into a new reality, a completely new world, something different, something new that you've never experienced before. It feels very much like stepping into the unknown and having to find your way in a new world, which is literally what we are all moving towards more and more every single day. More and more people are waking up every single day and realizing that there is so much more than just this physical time-space reality, than just this day-to-day life, or than just what we see with our eyes. There's so much more than that. And when you decide to truly step into healing, you begin to notice this very powerful reality that you are changing, that we are all moving forward and we're leaving behind the past. Life is very different than it's been like even just a year ago. And if we get stuck on the things of the past, we will never be able to move forward into this new world, into healing, into this new reality. And eclipses, more than anything, there are a lot of astrological events that are very powerful, but eclipses are the ones that create revolution in our lives. They open up these portals for us to accelerate our growth, for us to begin to trust a little bit more and step into our power. And that is a theme that is very strong right now, is people stepping into their power. And the readings that are coming out for July are very much about how these eclipses are going to affect you and are going to be calling you to rise, to stand up, to be in your power more than ever before. The solar eclipse in Cancer is about home. What is home to you? Where is home for you? It's connecting with that energy. And this last full moon that we had in Sagittarius was the final opening and bringing abundance and also a manifesting energy that we are carrying into this eclipse season, into this month of July. So I can't wait to see what the cards bring for you, Capricorn, for this month. And I really hope that it is your experience of it in your own personal life, which is going to be different than anybody else's, is the most beautiful, life-transforming thing you've ever experienced. So we pull 5 cards: intuition, challenge card, overall theme, wisdom from the ancestors, and animal spirit, and any clarifiers if we need them, and a few oracle cards as well. So what's the overall theme for Capricorns right now? 3 cards came out for this one, which I really like. I'll pull the cards first and then I'll kind of tell you a little bit more. But what is the wisdom from the ancestors for Capricorns right for this month? Wisdom from the ancestors. All right. So far on the table, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Mother of Swords, the Chariot, 6 of Swords, and 4 of Swords. And we're going to pick an animal card for you guys, although we have the owl, the lamb, and the horse right here in the reading as well. And the solar eclipse. There's a lot going on for you guys. It's a good reading. I can already tell it's going to be a very internal process. There's going to be a lot going on in your mind. It's going to be a shift in perspective that you're going to experience. So maybe you won't see too many changes on the outside in the external world, but you will definitely experience changes in your mind's eye. What animal is going to guide Capricorn this powerful eclipse season? What animal will bring Capricorn the wisdom that they need to hear right now in their lives? The whale. That's powerful. All right, let's look into these cards first, and if I need to pull some clarifiers, I will definitely do that. So we start this reading with this card, the 5 of Pentacles. And you can see this rose sort of like wilting. It seems sad, right? It seems like it's losing its passion, or losing its life, or losing, its ability to really shine and be bright. And this specific card is about sadness, worry, or even illness. This card reminds me too of, whenever I see it, it reminds me of the rose from the Beauty and the Beast movie, and how the beast protects it so intensely and so powerfully. And he doesn't want anyone to know what it's about. He doesn't want anyone to touch it. He's like afraid of even like dealing with it. He doesn't know what to do. It's just kind of sitting there, and he's like losing hope, right? As the petals fall, he's losing hope. And here comes Belle, and she discovers, and she wants to bring attention to it, and she wants to like touch it, and she wants to know what it's about. And that's what's going on right now for you. You are, I'm not going to say that you're avoiding healing, because I do not believe that is like, it is possible to sort of be in denial. But the truth is that when we resist changes in our life, when we want to pretend like things are not there, it doesn't make them go away. It actually just starts to build momentum. And one day it all sort of kind of breaks. The dam breaks, or the tower falls, and we get that moment that we're finally almost forced, because that it's that much force that the universe pushes against your resistance, and creates the change that you were in essence trying to resist or avoid or not look at, right? Not pay attention to, like the beast does in the movie. He wants to make sure no one touches it, no one looks at it, no one knows why this is all happening, why he is who he is, And the funny thing in that story, and it's coming up for, some of you really need to hear this for some reason. So in the story, he is a very ego-driven kind of man. And so he gets cursed. He gets cursed by an old witch, right? That says that when the petals end, he will be stuck like the beast again. And the only way to save him is for someone to learn to love him, basically the way that he is now that he's cursed, looking like a beast. And it just happens that Belle is able to break that spell because she falls in love with him, and she falls in love with who he truly is inside and not what he looks like. And that's what you need to start to do. You need to fall in love again with who you are inside, and not what things seem like on the outside, and not what things look like on the outside. Your external world will never determine what's going on the inside. Your external world is sometimes a reflection of what's going on the inside. And so when you love yourself, you will see things on the outside of you, this external world, start to actually feel better and feel like it's actually supporting you. And this is definitely a journey of you stepping into your power by beginning to trust yourself, to love yourself, to have compassion for yourself, to let go of this sort of curse that keeps kind of coming into your life. And it could manifest in the form of thoughts. It could manifest in the form of emotions. It could be the trauma. This could signify trauma that you've had in your past and that keeps coming up, right? And it'll keep coming up until you begin to face it and look at it like a Belle coming into your life, right? And saying, hey, like, what is this? What's going on over here? And you're like, no, don't touch it. But no, it needs to be touched. Like, it needs to be looked at. Whatever this thing is that's causing you this grief, this sadness, this worry, this feeling like that you're stuck or that you can't move forward, you need to look at, like, what is the root of that? Not the fact that things trigger you, but what is the root cause of you feeling like you're not really sure of yourself? Because stepping into your power is you being fully sure of yourself. You have got the Emperor that follows this Five of Pentacles. And the Emperor energy, we've gotten this card, I think we got it in the full moon reading, but this card has been popping up for me in various different readings. And it's, the energy that I'm feeling with this card is when we step into our power right now at this time in this, on this planet in the age of light, as we step into our power, we begin to build this kingdom. It's like the kingdom of heaven on earth. That's literally the words that come to me, because that's what the new earth is. It is bringing heaven to earth, because there is, a lot of people I know still have this belief system that heaven is somewhere up there and it's kind of outside of us and you can't really get there until you die, right? Or the opposite happens where you die and you go to hell, right? And to me, sometimes life here on earth can feel very much hellish. And then sometimes life here on earth can feel very much heavenly. And I think that you can have both heaven or hell, expressions of them in your life here on earth. And heaven is really coming back home to your heart, which is what this eclipse in Cancer is going to be all about. So you stepping into your power, you releasing all this old stories and traumas and grief and sadness is going to help you become more stable in your life, which is this energy of the Emperor. It is protection too. You're going to strengthen your aura when you begin to love yourself unconditionally and feel the joy of living, which is like, that's what really bringing heaven on earth is all about. It's about being here and being happy and trusting and just like giving off that energy and being that example so that other people can step into their power as well, so that other people can love themselves as well. The Emperor brings protection, it brings stability, it is this masculine energy, and that is what this right here, the solar eclipse that we see on the card, this is the solar eclipse in Cancer coming to you and bringing you the protection, the stability that you need. So you're coming into your power this month. And like I said, it's going to be it's a mind thing for you. It's not so much on the outside, although what is on the inside is reflected on the outside. But you have 3 sword cards that come up next that are very much about the mind and the thoughts. In this position of the overall theme for you guys for the month, you get the Mother of Swords, you get the Chariot, and you get the 6 of Swords. Starting with the Mother of Swords, this is about you knowing where you stand. This is about you being particular with what you want, being decisive, having that inner knowing. The owl is about intuition, and the sword is about the mind. So it's like making up your mind. What do you want in this world? It's about finding the confidence and knowing that you are, strong enough, aware enough, conscious enough, that you are ready to do this, to go on this journey. The journey is definitely like it's creating more momentum as you continue to step forward into more healing and more healing and more healing. The Chariot is that ride. We've got the eclipse represented here again, the sun and the moon on his forehead. And the horse is the momentum. It is the chariot that arrives and says, it's time to go. It's time to walk through that door. It's time to step through that portal. And you have to know that there's no going back. There's no going back to the past. Once you choose to step forward, that's it. It's like you step into the unknown, but you step into the unknown with confidence. That's what healing is all about. That's choosing to move forward. That's choosing to let Belle into your life, right? That's choosing to let what she represents, the curiosity, the desire to know more, the desire to understand the unknown, the desire to love, the desire to open up your heart and love yourself for who you are and not what's on the outside, but what's on the inside. And the momentum is coming. It's like going to help you get there. The 6 of Swords is the most beautiful thing. The battle is over. The storm has passed. And now the rainbow is in the sky. This is hope. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is hope after your darkest night, hope after your darkest hour. This is moving from darkness to light. It is the Guru. Gu means darkness and Ru means light. So Guru or teacher means literally moving from darkness to light. You are so there. And I feel like the rose, right? The wilted rose is going to be something of the past, because you are going to get that stability that you need in your life. You're going to understand things, which is really the most important, is to understand the world with a different perspective. It's to learn what it's like and what does it actually mean to grow. And it's about spiritual maturity, and it's also about spiritual evolution. This last card, the 4 of Swords, is also really beautiful. You have the sun energy right there on his forehead, on his third eye, this little lamb. This card is about mental clarity, mental power, stillness. This is about taking the time to focus your energy. This is about meditation. This card is telling you what will happen if you pretty much allow it to. What will happen if you step into the clarity of mind And I think that that's really what you need more than anything else right now. And I've been experiencing this too. I'm not a Capricorn, but I know that this is something that's very common happening with a lot of us, is that our minds are wanting clarity. Our minds are wanting to understand what's going on. We want to know, like, why are we here? What are we doing on this planet? Are we really bringing the light? And those insecurities are the things that get in the way, because of course we are, right? Of course we're bringing the light, but being human doesn't, it doesn't take away the human experience. Like, because we're human, we have to have this human experience, and the doubt and the fears and the worry they're common things of the physical realm. But with you being a light worker or a starseed, and I say that because most people that are attracted to my channel and that watch these videos are definitely people that think outside the box, or most people, right? They're curious, like they have that curious eye to find out more about who they are, and they want to learn about what's a light worker, what's a starseed. They have this sense that they are here for more than what just meets the eye. And so I talk about you being a light worker because I want you to understand that whatever you are beginning to awaken to, you are drawing that to you. And it's no coincidence that you are listening or watching this video right now at this time. And these readings, like when you're watching it, that's the perfect time. It doesn't matter if you caught the video like in July, or if you're catching it like sometime later on in the future. The reading can still pertain to you in this moment right now as you watch this video. It is that trust that you need to start to cultivate within yourself. It is that trust that is going to bring that confidence, that is going to help you know where you stand, that is going to make you realize that the battle is over, the storm has passed, and there's only hope ahead. There's only clarity ahead. There's only understanding ahead. And I'm going to read to you now what the whale represents, because the whale has shown up for you for this month of July. The whale is the desire to delve deeper. Of course it is. It's like whales go very deep into the ocean. It's your desire to delve deeper that has brought you this spirit animal to guide you. It is profound peace, and it is ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain as they overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them. I'm going to put this card up because kind of what it's talking about. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. And I would like to add very clear communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. The light at the end of the tunnel. Wow. That's really, really beautiful, you guys. I want to pull, I knew this was going to be a powerful reading before I started. I can feel it when I just sit down to do the reading and I burn the Palo Santo and I just like feel that intense, like, okay, there's a message that's really strong about to come through. So we're going to pull 3 cards from the Lightworker Oracle cards for some guidance for your soul. These are messages that come to you from your soul. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? What I'm seeing, what I'm hearing in this card is that the same thing similar to the 5 of Pentacles, that rose, the wilted rose. Shine your light. Love yourself. When we are, quote unquote, dimming our light, we're really just not being us. We're really not being in our power. It's not that you're like dimming your light to fit in. It's just that you're not like basically like showing the world who you truly are. It's almost like you're hiding. you're hiding behind whatever is going on. And it's time to really let that go and move on. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Clinging on to the past, clinging on to emotions, traumas, feeling broken. This is just like that story, you guys, The Beauty and the Beast. It is holding on to the curse, right? Like feeling like you're cursed. You're not cursed. The whole thing was a trick. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes we need life to fall apart a little bit, sometimes a lot, in order to realize what we truly have. And you can see on the other side of this tower is this beautiful world. And that's what you're stepping into. That's what you're opening yourself up to do. Third card is Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original lightworkers. This is the solar eclipse in Cancer. This is you finding who you are, coming home to yourself, coming home to your heart, beginning to love yourself more every single day. This was a really beautiful reading, you guys. I hope that this resonated with you. Feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. Have an amazing July. Enjoy this very powerful time. I know sometimes we can get a little bit scared about eclipse season or major astrological events that like we know something's coming or we can feel something's coming, but at the same time, we are excited and a little afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. These are the changes that need to happen in order for us to like really step up, like step it up. And I believe in you, and I trust that you will find your way and that you will see that rainbow after the storm. Sat Nam. Hope you guys have a really good month, and I will see you again in a month to do your next monthly reading. Sat Nam.